She shrugged. Let out the waist, add a bit of trim here or a ruffle there, whatever. We're all about make do and mend here. We can't design and create new costumes from scratch for each production, unfortunately. Coming as you do from fashion design school, I hope that won't be too much of a disappointment. She waved a hand down a row of costumes. You can take a closer look at these later. Your accent, Aaron said. You're British, aren't you? I am. English, Norfolk born and bred. I've lived in America for a long time, but never quite managed to lose the accent. Well, I like it. It suits you. I'm glad you think so, because it's the only one I've got. They returned to the main workroom, and Charlotte pointed out an elderly black sewing machine in the corner, next to a smaller work table. This is handy for keeping pattern pieces on, Charlotte said, touching the table with her fingertips. Because we're such a small theatre, we have to do everything ourselves, including the sewing, but that could be a very good thing for you. It's always best to know every aspect of a business, and while you're taking a bit of time off school, working here will keep your skills sharp. As she bent over the machine to show him how to wind a bobbin, loud voices from the hall caught their attention. Don't you think for 1 minute you've heard the last of this, shouted a female voice to the sound of a slamming door. Charlotte and Aaron had just enough time to exchange puzzled looks before Lauren Richmond flounced into the room. What an idiot, she exclaimed. Then, taking in Aaron, she said, Oh, who are you? This is Aaron Jacobs, said Charlotte, Harvey's nephew. Lauren levelled her arrogant brown eyes at him until he looked away. Lauren's coming in at 11 for her first costume fitting, Charlotte said to Aaron. She's playing Juliet, so I'd like you to— Well, the thing is, interrupted Lauren, I wonder if we could do it now. I'm meeting someone at 11, so it would be better for me if we could just get this over with. She looked around the room, setting an open energy drink can on the work table. Charlotte frowned at it but said nothing. Very good, let's get started. Charlotte tipped her head in the direction of the wardrobe room, and understanding her unspoken instruction, Aaron trotted off. Charlotte turned to her desk and picked up a small metal box. She opened it, flipped through the contents, and pulled out a card. She set it down on the desk and folded her arms, waiting for Aaron to return with the costumes. A few minutes later, he emerged from the wardrobe room, arms outstretched and covered with light, flimsy dresses. I found 5, he said. That'll be about right, said Charlotte. We won't get to all of them today, and we'll compare the costumes against my copy of the script later. Let's see what you've got. She picked up the first garment and checked the tag. Romeo and Juliet. Juliet. Act 1, Scene 3. Yes. This is her entrance, if I recall. As good a place to start as any. She handed the dress to Lauren. If you wouldn't mind, please go behind the screen and slip into this, and then come back to us, and we'll soon have you sorted and on your way. She looked at Lauren's feet. And I'd like you to take off those high heels so we can get an accurate idea of the length. She checked the accessories card she had just pulled from the box. It comes with a little hat and a large silver cross, she said to Aaron, and ballet flats, beige. She looked at Lauren. You'll be wearing ballet flats. We'll get you a pair. I don't like wearing shoes that someone else has worn. I'll bring my own. Fine, but you don't have them here now, do you? And I'll want to approve them to make sure they look period appropriate. So for today, we'll do this in your bare feet. I'm not going to walk around this floor in my bare feet. It's probably filthy. Keep your shoes on until you come back to us in the costume, then. She turned to Aaron. Look in that cupboard over there, and you'll see a roll of pattern paper. Cut off a strip about 2 feet wide and bring it over here. Use the paper scissors, not the fabric scissors. She held up a pair with black handles. These ones. Lauren can stand on the paper whilst we fit her. Cut off just enough for her to stand on. We don't waste anything around here, remember. Lauren disappeared behind the screen with the dress, and Charlotte waited. Aaron returned with a piece of brown paper and set it on the floor where Charlotte pointed, and then they both waited. Aaron leaned against the back of the work table, a large solid block.